couple turned away, forced to find a new doctor for their baby girl. They say it's because of their sexual orientation.
It's perfectly legal, but is it right? Fox 2's Amy Lang here now with the story. Amy?
This doctor came highly recommended. They met with her before their baby was born. They thought she was the perfect fit for their family, only to find out she didn't feel the same way about them.
Oh, yeah? So I'm awake now. Yeah. Now I'm up. I'm ready.
Bae Windsor Contreras is 4 months old, and with those cheeks, she's the apple of her mother's eye. Both of her mothers, Krista and Jamie Contreras, were married in Vermont in 2012. In October 2014, they welcomed beautiful baby Bae into the world and were quickly confronted with an ugly reality, they say, from a place they never expected.
As far as we know, Bae doesn't have a sexual orientation yet, so I'm not really sure what that matters. We're not your patient, she's your patient, and the fact that your job is to keep babies healthy, and you can't keep a baby healthy that has gay parents.
Back up a bit to September, when the expectant mothers first met Dr. Vesna Roy at Eastlake Pediatrics in Roseville. She was recommended by their midwife.
We were really happy with, the kind of care she offered. We liked her personality. She seemed very friendly. She seemed pretty straight up with us.
The Contrerases were told to make an appointment with Roy once Bae arrived. The baby was born at home, and when she was 6 days old, they went in. But instead of seeing Dr. Roy, another doctor greeted them.
The first thing Dr. Karam said, well, I'll be your doctor. I'll be seeing you today because Dr. Roy decided this morning that she prayed on it and she won't be able to care for Bae. Dr. Karam told us she didn't even come to the office that morning because she didn't want to see us.
The new mothers were shocked, hurt, and angry.
It was embarrassing. It was humiliating, and here we are, new parents trying to protect her, and we know this happens in the world, and we're completely prepared for this, to happen other places, but not at our 6-day-old wellness appointment.
Bae's parents proceeded with the appointment with the other doctor, then found another pediatric group for Bae.
When we started calling other pediatricians, my first thing on the phone was, we're lesbian moms, is this okay with you?
Still upset, the new moms shared their story on social media. People started calling Eastlake Pediatrics to share their alarm. And on February 9th, nearly 4 months after the appointment, the Contreras family finally received this letter from Dr. Roy, explaining that after much prayer following your prenatal, I felt that I would not be able to develop the personal patient-doctor relationship that I normally do with my patients. We do not keep prenatal information once we have our meetings, so I had no way to contact you. She apologizes, saying, I should have spoken with you directly that day. And please know that I believe that God gives us free choice, and I would never judge anyone based on what they do with that free choice. As it turns out, Dr. Roy has free choice too. The American Medical Association says physicians cannot refuse to care for patients based on their sexual orientation, but doctors can refuse treatment if it's incompatible with their personal, religious, or moral beliefs. And here in Michigan, there are no laws that protect people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender.
We already don't have laws to protect these sort of families, and worse, we are considering passing laws that allow further discrimination.
Dana Nessel is one of the attorneys on Michigan's same-sex marriage case, now headed to the Supreme Court. She's referring to legislation called the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, now in the state Senate, which opponents say would allow people to discriminate based on their moral or religious beliefs. All the more reason, says Jamie, to raise awareness now.
If they're discriminating against anyone, I would want to know, because I wouldn't want to support that doctor or dentist or whoever's doing it. And so we just really wanted people to know that this is happening to families.
And this family is just grateful sweet baby Bae was only 6 days old and doesn't know anything about discrimination.
Hopefully, us telling our story can make sure that by the time she's 6 years old, this kind of thing can't happen.
I called Dr. Roy and I went to her office. She called me back to tell me she could not comment, citing patient privacy laws.
So what's next for this couple? I mean, do they plan to file some sort of a lawsuit?
Well, as we heard from Dana Nessel, it does not appear that they actually have that option. There are no laws that protect LGBT families. They could perhaps file some kind of complaint with the state licensing board, but what would happen with that, we don't really know.
By the same token, I would not want any doctor who thinks less of my family treating my child in the first place.
Well, and they have now found a really great pediatrician they love, and so that's the good part of this story.
Yeah, all right. They found a place to
Yes,
fit.
they did.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.